Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, friends. I hope you all must be doing good. So I'm back with the Galaxy Note 10 Plus 5G, and I already flashed the One UI 7 Portrait ROM on this mobile phone, which went very smooth. So this is the about phone, Galaxy Note 10 Plus 5G. The model number that I got is actually N976N, the Korea variant, and this is the single SIM device. So one IME, single IME present over here. Let me tap the software information. This is what I got on my mobile phone. The One UI version is 7.0, and Android version is Android 15. Baseband version is actually, if you can see, starting from the N976N, and if you can see the build number, this is the EternityROM version 5.5, which is currently latest for the Galaxy Note 10 series. Yes, this is the pre-rooted ROM. After flashing, you will see that kernel SU next is provided with the ROM. Let me clear something. In some countries, this variant is coming with the patch rooted converted firmware. Developer ported a firmware like taking it from the global variant, porting it for the Korea variant to make the device to work with the network in some countries. When I got this mobile phone, my mobile phone was also having a same patch rooted firmware, a converted firmware, One UI version something like 3.1, and network was working having that patch rooted firmware. But the One UI 7 Portrait ROM is actually requires the latest stock firmware. I checked on the internet. The latest One UI version for this variant is actually 4.21. Like if you flashing the One UI 7 Portrait ROM having an oldest firmware, the mobile phone will not start booting. You have to flash the latest stock firmware. You have to download the latest stock firmware from the internet, flashing it on the mobile phone. Then if you try to flash the One UI 7 Portrait ROM, the custom ROM Eternity version, something, whatever version you want, the mobile phone will get the ROM and it will start booting also. Like you can see, my mobile phone is actually on the same ported One UI 7 ROM. But the thing is that, like in my case, my mobile phone is actually updated from the One UI version 4.1 to One UI version 7 something, but the network will not work. Now, in case if you are thinking that I will repatch the custom ROM to make the device or to make this custom ROM to work with the network. No, custom ROM cannot be patched. Now, if you want to make the device to work with the network, you need to flash the patch rooted firmware back on the mobile phone to make the device to work with the network. Now, those who have this variant, in case if you want to flash this Eternity ROM on your mobile phone, whatever model you have, watch the further video. Do not skip any part. If you are getting help from my videos, do not forget to like the video. And if you haven't subscribed my channel yet, click or tap the subscribe button, click or tap the bell icon, click or tap the select all. And do comments in comment section. Thank you. These are the models that currently supported. But your model must be the Exynos chipset mobile phone. Galaxy Note 10 model number is N970F. Code name is D1. Note 10 5G model number is N97N and the code name is D1XKS. And Galaxy Note 10 Plus, code name is D2S. I have this variant also, and the model number is N975F. This is the global variant. And Galaxy Note 10 Plus 5G, the code name is D2X of the model number is N976B. Now those who have this model number N976B, they need to download the ROM version of D2X. And those who have N976N, currently I also got this variant, this one. The code name of this model number is actually D2XKS. Do not mess up the thing, because the mobile phone will not start boot if you flash the wrong version file on the wrong model number. All the links are provided in my video description. You need to copy the password. Password is also provided there. When you go to the downloaded server, it will require a password. You need to paste the password and download the software or download the files. Yes, we have to download the Odin 3.14.1, and we have to download the Exynos 9825 repartition file version 3, also the cleaner file version 3, and the EternityROM, this one 5.5 is the latest one, and my mobile for my model, this one, that D2XKS is the file that I'm going to flash. But for the N976B, you need to download the D2X. Now, if you are thinking why I downloaded that one, just in case, I was thinking maybe if this version did not work, I will try this one. But no, I was wrong. Actually, this is the current and the right file for the N976N. D2XKS. Then download the Odin pack like for the N976N provided on the downloaded server, download it. Those who have N976B, you need to download the Odin pack of according to the model number. And in case if you haven't installed the Samsung Invite USB driver, link also provided, you need to download first, then install it on your Windows, so the Windows will detect the mobile phone easily. First of all, extract the Odin 3.14.1. Then open the extracted folder of the Odin and double click the Odin file to open it. Click OK on this pop-up window, and on Odin, I will go with the AP slot, this one. Click the AP slot, go to the downloaded folder and check the DWRP Odin pack file. You have downloaded the correct Odin pack file for according to the model number that you have. In my case, I have N976N. I downloaded the correct file and I will double click this file to select it. Odin is ready now. Now I'm coming back towards the mobile phone. Well, those who already know that how to flash the custom ROM, or those who are already on the EternityROM previous version, they must be having an unlock bootloader, because custom ROM requires an unlock bootloader and it will work if the mobile phone bootloader remains unlocked. So before flashing the any custom ROM, you need to do few things. What are those? Check the mobile phone battery first. It must be charged. In case if the battery is below 30%, then charge the mobile phone battery. You need to save all the internal storage data, because our data will get formatted. Then you need to go to settings, then go to the accounts and backup. And if you have login the Samsung account, must remove it, otherwise the recovery will not get flashed. And sync your Google account once, must remove the Google account also to avoid issues from the Google later on, right? Then go back and go to the lock screen, turn off the lock screen by selecting swipe, right? Well, these are the things that we have to do. But remember, your mobile phone is supposed to be on the latest stock firmware. Otherwise, the OneUI 7 portrait ROM will not start booting on the mobile phone. The mobile phone will stuck in boot loop, right? Well, I have done all these things. So simply I will power off the mobile phone. So data cable requires use a good quality of data cable. Check the other side of the data cable must be connected with the computer, laptop, whatever options you have, right? Check the mobile phone. It's must be totally power off. We have to boot the phone into Odin mode. Now press and hold the volume up key, volume down key, right? And then connect the cable with the mobile phone. In few seconds, you will see a warning screen. Release both keys, right? Now on the warning screen, press the volume up key once to put the phone into Odin mode. Now this is the Odin mode screen of my mobile phone. Currently, my mobile phone model number is N976N. I cannot see the kg state over here, but the kg state is already checking because I'm having a custom ROM. In case if your mobile phone Odin mode screen is showing kg state pre-normal, then the recovery will not get flash. So the phone is booted into Odin mode, connected already with the computer. I will back to my computer screen. The Odin already detected my mobile phone because I already installed the Samsung Invite USB driver. On the Odin screen, click options and untick the auto reboot. Right? Must untick the auto reboot, go back to lock, then click start to start flashing the TWRP Odin pack on the mobile phone. When you see pass message means done, click exit, then go back to the downloaded folder. So the phone is still booted into Odin mode. Now we have to boot the phone into custom recovery from the Odin mode screen. Check the data cable must be connected. Do not disconnect the data cable from the mobile phone. Press and hold the volume up key, volume down key and power key. When mobile phone restart, first release the volume down key. Okay. When mobile phone shows a Samsung logo or you feel the vibrations, then release the power key. Okay. Wait for it now. Just count to 10. Okay. Release the volume up key. Just wait. Maybe mobile phone will restart once or twice. Then it will boot into TWRP. So in my case, mobile phone straightly booted to TWRP. The mobile phone that I have is actually having issues with the screen. That is why the screen colors, it cannot be normal. You can see that it is disturbed. So swipe to allow modification. Then format data. First tap wipe, tap format data, type YES, tap here. When done, then go back on this screen, swipe to factory reset. Okay, done. Go back to main screen, tap reboot and tap recovery. Okay, TWRP recovery got back. Now you can see that the recovery screen is in normal colors because as I mentioned before, that this mobile phone is having issues with the colors or with the screen. Swipe to allow modifications. On the computer screen, you will see that the internal storage got appears already, right? Go back to the downloaded folder and first copy the repartitioner file, the repartition file version 3 from the downloaded folder, and go to the internal storage of the mobile phone and paste the file on the internal storage. Okay, done. On the mobile phone screen, tap install, tap the Exynos repartition file to select the file and then swipe. So it will start flashing and it will automatically reboot the recovery when this flashing done. Just wait here. Swipe to allow modifications. Now we have to format the data once again after flashing the repartition file. Tap wipe, tap format data, type YES and tap here. Okay, done. Go back to main screen, tap reboot and tap recovery. Swipe to allow modifications and definitely you will see that the internal storage will appears once again on the computer screen. I will go back to my downloaded folder and this time I will copy the cleaner file version 3 from the downloaded folder and then I will go back to internal storage of the mobile phone and I will paste the file on the internal storage. Okay, now on the mobile phone screen, tap install. Once again, tap to select the cleaner file and then swipe to start flashing. So it will do the same thing after flashing. The mobile phone will reboot the recovery. Swipe to allow modification. Once again, you will see that the internal storage will pop up on the computer screen. This one, right? I will go back to my downloaded folder and finally I will copy the ROM file, which is actually EternityROM version 5.5 and D2X key S is the variant that I'm going to flash. I will copy the ROM file, then I will go to my internal storage of the mobile phone and I will paste the file on the internal storage. Now it will take a time, I will wait here. Okay, I got the file. Right now I am done from the computer. I will disconnect the data cable first from the mobile phone, pressing the power key to unlock the TWRP screen. Well, actually my mobile phone is having a trouble with the screen. If the screen goes off in TWRP screen, the mobile phone will not turn on the screen. Although it is turned on, but it is very dark. So I will restart the recovery. Well, I have to do something. So you can see that reboot, settings, advanced. So I was supposed not to let my mobile phone to make the screen off. I will tap reboot. I can see the things little bit and if you can see that recovery is here, I will tap the recovery and it is asking me something. I will swipe. Okay, the phone will reboot to recovery once again and this time yes, the screen will get appears normally. Okay, I got the screen. Swipe to allow modification and if I tap install, yes, both files are over here. Cleaner file already done. Now it is time to flash the ROM file, but before I will go back. This is very important thing that you have to do for, especially for the Galaxy Note 10 5G, Galaxy Note 10 plus 5G. Even if you have a global variant also, yes, you need to do this step to avoid issues on the main screen. First, tap settings, go to third menu and make the screen time out to maximum. Then go back, then tap wipe and tap advanced wipe, right? Then select the first Delvic art, data, cache, key data, key refugee, something like that, ODM, OMR, optics, prism, product, system, vendor. Check the partitions that I select. You need to select these all partitions to avoid issues. Yes, we have to format or we have to reset these partitions. Okay, done. Swipe. Done. Now go back to main screen. Tap install. Then tap to select the ROM file and swipe to start flashing it. Now the message will appear that we have to do the format data which I already done. Press the volume up key once to continue. Okay, the ROM flashing started. Now I will keep this thing in my mind. I will not let my mobile phone screen to be off, because if the screen gets off, I will have same issues. I will just tap the screen like after 5 or 10 seconds. Okay, flashing got completed, and I can see that the ROM is actually showing me failed, and I can see the errors also. Well, look like the ROM got flash. Now I will tap reboot system to make the mobile phone reboot. Hopefully the ROM will start booting. It will take a time. Finally, you can see that powered by Android means that ROM started booting. Okay, done. First boot finally completed. Well, I was expecting that it will take a time, but no, it didn't took that much time. Okay, I will complete the setup screen. Just for the Galaxy Note 10 Plus 5G, the setup screen is little bit different like from the start. We have to select the language first, then we will tap next. Then we have to select the region also. Unfortunately, my country is not provided in this list. So I will go with the United Kingdom. And then we have to tap the restart to restart the device. Okay, done. I will complete the further setup screen. Things done and smoothly done. I got the portrait ROM, latest ROM of the OneUI 7 on my Galaxy Note 10 Plus 5G. I will go to About Phone. Current model is same model, Galaxy Note 10 Plus 5G N976N, single SIM device, single IMEI number provided. I will tap the software information. So this is now OneUI version 7, Android version 15, baseband version, you can see that, and the build number EternityROM 5.5. So the ROM got flash on the Galaxy Note 10 Plus 5G without issues, without problem. I hope you will also get the ROM if you want to flash this ROM, right? So take a good care of yourself. Do not forget to like the video, keep sharing it with others so the others will also get help from this video. We'll see you in my next video. Until then, goodbye.